Hi, it's Anita from I'm Cosmic, just coming in today with some messages that Spirit want to bring through, and it's been very strong in the last couple of weeks with the new moon in Sagittarius, but they just wanted me to bring in some messages that are best going to serve us. So as always, we're going to start with the intention. Our purpose and intention now is to bring through energy that's going to best serve us, and so it is. So what I want to say is the last couple of weeks have been quite challenging for everybody, and we're looking at emotional freedom. So this is what our souls are desiring, is this emotional integration, this flowing, this rebalancing of the emotional body. So what you're going to find is in the collective, all the energy is raw, rough around the edges. But there's an opportunity or an invitation for us to really step into the sacredness of our emotions. And this is a Kia Mercy. And a Kia Mercy is coming in to say, cherish our sacredness, cherish our emotions, our emotional body, our vulnerability, to really embrace what is in the moment. So our emotional and mental body is the thing that's being identified as our opportunity to co-create a more expansive universe, a more balanced universe, a more open and inhabited. And what I mean by that is there is a lot of inhibition, and what is needing to break free needs to break free. So whether it's our old thought patterns, beliefs, there's a big breakdown in emotional awareness coming in today. And there's a lot of people crying out for help. There's a lot of people in need. And this is the rebalancing. This is where the people that have things can offer services to those who do not and complement each other until the others can rise and match up our frequencies. No one is better than the other. There is no judgment. The angels say this is all opportunities for the community to come together and weave a new story. So key serenity comes in to say, we are here to rise as a collective to weave a new story, weave a new beginning after the year 9 next year. To co-create with spirit, something that's going to fulfill us, that's going to help us be creative, to create a new way of being in this world. Our sacral chakra is being highlighted. The masculine, feminine, the rebalancing of those energies, the cherishing of the sacredness. What do you want to create next year is kind of the question. With the rebalancing of the feminine coming in, we're going to be in such a better space to create emotional freedom. So what does emotional freedom look like to you? It's the flowing, the rebalancing of our emotional body. And we've got so many angels helping us, guides, teachers, dragons, whatever you want to call it. And in the last couple of sessions I've had with people, it's been life-changing. There have been so many opportunities that people have chosen to really step into their power, their faith, their healing. And this is that inner sanctuary. This is coming back to yourself and trusting yourself and allowing yourself to heal whatever needs looking at, whatever needs integrating. There's actually no right and wrong within us. There's no judgment on the angel's part, the creator's part. They see we're in a sacred opportunity, a sacred portal this month with the Christ consciousness coming in. So if you don't know what the Christ consciousness is, it's a weave of magic. It's a weave of energy. It's a light frequency that comes into earth. And the Christ consciousness is all about unity consciousness. It's all about love. It's all about acceptance, forgiveness. So we're just going to tune into this energy this month. What do we need to do as a collective to rise into this frequency? Right, this is the card I've got. Winter. So fortitude, self-analysis, introspection. So they're asking us to go within and listen to the stories that we've been telling ourselves. Are these stories from our parents, our ancestors? Are these stories we want to tell ourselves today? Do we want to tell these stories to our kids tomorrow? Do we want to break the old paradigms in regards to finances, abundance, relationships, emotional maturity? It can be any type of story that we were taught as kids. And our parents did the best they could. And now it's our turn to really rise up and really make those changes for ourselves. The next two cards we've got is illumination. So the next couple of weeks, they're coming into a period of clarity. What in your life needs looking at? Also, your unique expression. How do you express yourself to the world? Do you even put yourself out there to show yourself, show people in the world who you are? We're now entering the heart portal. This is our gateway, the heart. Greens and pinks. It says receptivity, generosity. So in being generous with your energy, you receive back threefold. The universe is kind like that. And what they want to say is pay attention to numbers, signs and synchronicities, the gifts that you've been given, the miracles, the everyday miracles that we take for granted, to really cherish these portals, to really illuminate that. And our last two cards is emergence. So it says creation, resurrection, magician. We have the power to create what we want in this world. So what are we holding on to that's blocking us from creating the world that we want? Is it old beliefs, patterns, health issues? What is holding us back from stepping into our full power and authority as a collective human race? And just know on a higher perspective, it's already done. So the light has won. Everything's come together. We've created the golden age. It's just between now and then, the steps that we've got to take as a collective, as a unity consciousness. How can we support each other? So I'm seeing in my community a great growth of collaboration. People working alongside each other to support other businesses, other people, places, situations. This is the way forward, people. And it's great that we're seeing it in our community. Because as a collective we can rise, not by ourselves. You can't do it on your own. Says great wisdom. Trust. Trust the process. Trust. Overcoming doubts, insecurities, having patience. Next year is going to be a year of trust. It means not understanding the whole bigger picture. Trusting that when you are walking the talk, that everything will fall into place for you. If you're having challenges and difficulties, that's also a part of being human. That's what we signed up for. And through those difficulties, we cherish the sacredness of those difficulties. We come out on the other side. Once we have gone through the lessons, we actually have a higher perspective, a better understanding of how life works. And what emerges is a greater appreciation for what is, what can be. See any other messages? The last message is empowerment. So when we are looking at stepping into empowerment, we have to acknowledge everything around us that's taking our power away or giving us our power. So looking at your relationships that are serving you, relationships that aren't, patterns and programs, food, families, friends, types of programs you're watching, what's empowering your life and what isn't. What is filling your cup up and what isn't. And empowerment is a grounded strength. It's a stamina. It's a way of being. I've stepped finally into my empowerment after all these years, and I've seen others rising into empowerment. And you know, empowerment is just a balance of the feminine and masculine in a beautiful synergy of co-creation. Like empowerment is when we step into our power with gentleness, but also with conviction. It's that overlighting energy that comes together when you marry up two sides of yourself. It's time to weave a new story, my friends. And the last card is the third eye portal. The next 12 months, we're going to be getting greater clarity on what is going on in the earth. You're going to start seeing things that you haven't seen before. You're going to start to notice signs and synchronicities. They also are saying from the confusion, there's going to become clarity. So next year, you're going to feel a lot of clarity. And this is the collective consciousness. They also want you to listen to yourself. Trust your own intuition. Weave your own new story, your emotional freedom. Flow with what is. Allow. Because we are the master manifestors. There's no one on earth that can create the life that you want except you. There are so many beautiful teachers out there that teach this. Eckhart Tolle, Abraham Hicks. There are a lot of teachers that you can listen to on YouTube. But ultimately, you're the master of your life. You're ultimately the person who can master who you are. Because I know that for myself, I've empowered myself by growing stronger from what I've been through. I'm glad I went through it. I accept it as a part of my genetic makeup. I accept the good and the bad, the light and the dark. I've just accepted and come to a place of surrender. So what do you need to let go of or free yourself from to come into a place of surrender? Good question. All right, that's me. I hope you have a beautiful Christmas. Happy New Year. I am doing $77 treatments at my clinic in Waihi. So they consist of a holistic healing, which I do light language, sound therapy, crystals, angelic therapy. I work with dragons. I work with a lot of beings, and I really tailor it and empower you as the individual to receive what you need, not what I think you need. So I'm a pure channel of light, and I'm all about empowerment. And the second thing is you can get an empowerment reading for $77. And I do this through working with cards, your angels, your guides, and all beings really. And that special finishes on the 24th. You can buy gift vouchers. So it's a great Christmas gift. And I'm so fortunate to be really stepping into my creativity this year. My divine feminine. Yeah. And my daughter's saying it's time for me to go. So one thing I will say is, being a mum and being busy, we all do it for the future, for them. And this is why I do what I do. And this is about stepping into empowerment. The other part of it is flourishing, rebirth. Really wanting to see and create what the world we want for our children, but also what the children want for themselves. So that's me. I hope you have a beautiful Christmas, Happy New Year. And I'm looking forward to coming back next year with new courses, new ideas, new creativity. A lot of them are around the divine feminine, stepping into empowerment, working with Isis and Osiris. Yeah, just a lot of new projects, creative projects. Anyway, lots of love. Bye for now.